هم نجوم في الدياجي وعلى الباغي رجوم هم بدور قد تجلت لا Imam Al-Bukhari, obviously it is not surprising that he continued the tradition of the earlier generations by never using a book in front of him. He never once quoted his Sahih from a manuscript in front of him. It was always from his memory. And he would sit in front of his students and start dictating. And they would just write from memory. And he would dictate the correct order of Sahih Bukhari with the chapter headings, with the minor commentary he might have, all of this from memory. And he did this multiple times in his life. And Imam Al-Bukhari, obviously his morals and akhlaq are, obviously we expect them to be very high nature. He said he never once backbited anybody as soon as he learned that ghiba is haram. He never once backbited any person. And he used to finish the Quran every 3 days. So along with hadith, it's not as if he's ignoring Quran. Every 3 days he would finish the Quran. And there are many things narrated about him. Again, time does not permit us to mention too much, but there are many things that are narrated. Of the most interesting ones is that it is narrated that towards the end of his life, Imam Al-Bukhari was going on a journey to make a purchase, some business transactions. Obviously, Bukhari had to dabble a little bit in business, and so he went on a ship to go to a land, we don't know to purchase what, but he had with him a good amount of money, 10,000 dinars. 10,000 gold coins is probably like maybe $250,000. That's a lot of money. Like 10,000 gold coins, he had them. And he's on a ship, and the ship is a long journey. In the process of the ship, he befriends somebody, and it turns out this somebody was of a low character, evil character. And Imam Bukhari just happens to have a conversation with him and says, yes, I have 10,000 dinars, I'm going to buy such and such thing. You know, whatever it might be. The next day, news spreads that the captain of the ship is saying, somebody has stolen 10,000 dinars from this companion of Bukhari. And we will search the whole ship to see who has 10,000 dinars. You understand what he's done? He's flipped it around now. And the guy is saying, somebody stole my 10,000 dinars. Now, even if they had found the 10,000 dinars, eventually Bukhari's name would have been exonerated, because simple. I mean, Bukhari can tell you the characteristic of the dinars. Bukhari can tell you things. The man hasn't seen the money, but he's just attempting to get this big money, perhaps far-fetched chance, right? Maybe he might get it. So when Bukhari hears this, he takes the bag of gold coins, puts it in his sleeve, goes to the top of the ship, and then when nobody's looking, throws it into the water. The captain searches top to bottom, nothing is found. Later on, the man comes and says, I know you weren't lying, you're Imam Al-Bukhari, you must have had the money. Where's the hiding place? Now the plot has been exposed. Imam Al-Bukhari casually told him, I threw it overseas. Just threw it overboard. The man said, what? Are you a fool? I mean, even if I wasn't able to get it and I lost, at least you could have benefited. Now neither of us benefits. So what did Imam Al-Bukhari say? He said, I have spent a lifetime making sure that my credibility is clean, so that the ahadith of the Prophet will be accepted from me. And this is worth much more than 10,000 dinars. That can go, but my reputation cannot be tarnished, or else the hadith that I'm narrating will be tarnished. So he gave up a fortune just so that possibly a question mark might not come, that where did the 10,000 go? We don't know the real story. So Imam Al-Bukhari simply got rid of it just so that his image is not tarnished. And Imam Al-Bukhari, of course, there are other stories mentioned about him as well that really demonstrate his ikhlas, his sincerity.